Welcome back to the weekly reset, week number 3. We don't have too much to talk about because I've been pretty busy. More on that later. So without wasting any more of your time, I'm just going to jump straight into it. We're not going to start with this one. We'll start as usual. We'll work our way up. So we'll begin with the Paladin. We'll talk about what we've been doing this week, what we want from the vaults, and hopefully we can get this video under 20 minutes. That'd be nice. Okay, so in terms of all of my characters, I haven't done a lot, as I say. I've got at least one vault on the majority, but I think the Demon Hunter might be the only one where I have 2 slots in terms of Mythic Plus. I only did the 4 because that's all I had time for. I did the typical Tuesday evening, oh crap, I need to do keys. So yeah, I do however have, I think, 4 for the heroic tier raid, and we got the rest of it filled on normal, so I should have 5 slots on the Demon Hunter. In terms of gear, they're all hovering around the 380 mark, so they're all doing pretty well. We did the weekly world bosses last week, just before the reset actually, because I've been pretty busy. And we got, I got a couple of these rings actually. I think I got one on the Paladin and I got one on the Demon Hunter. The rest of them I don't think dropped me anything. Other than that, from the vault, I think nearly everything will be an upgrade. So we got one bit of tier on here. I can't remember when the catalyst actually comes out. That should be in a couple of weeks, right? But anyway, we're going to make sure we are set to current, which is prop. And let's take a look at the vaults. Alright, so one, as I mentioned, I believe we did like a 6 on a few of them. It is an item level upgrade, so I'll take it. We dropped the Haste and Verse, which I had to make a cheat sheet because I'm playing so many, not only classes, but specs as well. Like, I'm playing what feels like 3 different specs for the Demon Hunter, because you've got the Raider Mythic Plus, which require pretty different stats in terms of builds. So I've made a nice cheat sheet with everything on there, and haste and mastery is what I want primarily, but I mean it's item level upgrade anyway, so we're going to take it. Okay, and with that we get a 6 Shadow Moon and Burial. The affixes for this week are Tyrannical, so we got Tyrannical week, Raging, Storming, and Thundering. Nice. I look forward to those. I've slacked quite a bit on these characters. I think the ones I'm not focusing on the most are pretty much just going to do 1 key, and then at some point, if I get the urge and the time, I'm obviously going to push and gear a bit more. But for the time being, the majority of my characters are only going to do 1 key a week because that's all I have time for. So we are currently 377 on the Paladin. With this equip, we go up to 378, and that's where we leave this character for the week. All right, the Druid. Exactly the same situation as the Paladin, I believe. We are sitting at 379. I thought we were a little bit higher, actually. Nope. Okay. I'm going to make sure we are set. Yep, current, which is Guardian. Pretty much everything will be an upgrade. I believe the first world boss we did gave us boots, so hopefully we don't get boots. Only did the 1 key. I believe it was about a 6. Ooh. Okay. Bear, versatility, and haste. Crit being the least, so I think this is a very good weapon for me. Verse and Mast. We want Verse and haste. But Mastery will accept as well. Yeah, I think this is very good for me. When I talk about my stats, it's for the most part Mythic Plus. It's only the Demon Hunter I really talk about, like raid and stuff. So with this equip, we are 379 up to 381. I'm very happy with that. It's always good to get a weapon, especially one you can upgrade. It doesn't look great, but it is what it is. That's the Druid. The Monk, once again. I can't remember what level I did on this, but the Monk actually felt pretty comfortable. I acquired a bit more gear. We took it a little bit higher. We got very lucky with the weapon last week, which is nice. I don't think we got anything from the world boss, which is fine. Specialization, brew. Although we do enjoy Windwalker, but yeah, I think with more gear and the higher you go, the Monk is going to feel a bit better. But it was very squishy for the most part. All right, So the one thing I do not want, another weapon I'll take, like one-hander. I do not want shoulders because that's what we took last week. The majority is going to be an upgrade, but the biggest one will be wrists. Let's take a look. Alright, item level upgrade. Again, cheat sheet. First crit mass haste. Okay. So lose a bit of verse, which is the most important thing, but it's fine. We're going to take it regardless because item level. And I can upgrade it. Right. Surprisingly, this character is at 380. Quite not sure how. Wait, did I tank a 10? I think I tanked a 10. I'm a little bit surprised by that. We've got a 9 Court of Stars. I have no idea what the other character had. The Druid. We didn't check the Druid. But yeah, 380 on the gear side of things. With that equipped, we go up to 381. So I'm happy with where the characters are, to be honest. I will probably, as I say, carry on doing the 1 key a week on the majority. And when and if I have time, I'll do more. The Warrior. I feel like I might have done 4, but I've been doing so many other things this last week that I very much doubt it. In terms of gear, like the other character, I've done so much more on the Warrior, but the other characters have just been so lucky with gear. But we're sitting at 380 item level. We are currently spec'd into protection. Yep, cool. Let's take a look at the vault in terms of gear and what I want. Not really too fussed, to be honest. Yeah, we only did the 1. Okay. All right, that's a little unfortunate because it's not a massive upgrade. I don't really want to lose the haste, but do I take it anyway? Because, I mean, it's higher. Do I just... I'm actually tempted to take the coins, but it's an item level upgrade. If it was the Demon Hunter, I'd have to think more about it, but because I'm not doing so much, like, the item level is going to help me. We get a 9 on this, so we did do a 10, I believe. Where are we? There, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we didn't move in terms of item level. We're still 380. We got a 9 ruby life pools. That's going to be interesting. All right, that's the Warrior. Let's go take a look at the Demon Hunter. All right, this one's going to take the longest, so it's highly recommended that you get a beverage. Coffee is good. This is the one where, as I've mentioned before, we raid on Wednesday and Thursday, so I'm in no rush to take the item. We don't need any of the tier pieces at the minute, so I can hold back on that. I think if I needed one, I'd probably at this point just take it. We got very, very lucky with the weapon last week, so ideally we don't want the weapon, although we do have 2 heroic slots, so if we were to get the offhand, I'd be fine with that. I believe I should have 5 slots for the Demon Hunter, as mentioned. Gonna make sure we are in Havoc. Yes, we are, because I believe we still need... I mean, the trinkets are great for Mythic Plus, but ideally we want our best in slot trinkets, as they say, from the raid. So I'd be fine with those. We've got a couple of pieces that we probably need to prioritize at some point. I mean, in the 370s, that's kind of low in comparison to where my character is and the content that I'm doing, right? So straight off the bat, we have a tier leg at 402. Okay. Oh, haste and verse. God, I hope Chris has got that, or he's got better, because he'll hate me for it. Crit and haste, okay, on the neck again. So these are the 2 heroic slots that we had. Mythic Plus, we have... So I did manage to pug a 16 yesterday, which was great. I wanted to ask the guild, but... anxiety, you know, I'm dealing with things. Let me work through them. This neck is pretty tasty, not gonna lie. The crit and haste, if I remember correctly, would be really good for raid. But for Mythic Plus, typically I'd go crit and mastery, and haste would come last. I think we take the tier piece, because I talked about the legs. We do want this tier piece, because it's the hands we get rid of. I think this is a no-brainer. though I really like the neck. I really like the neck. I'm gonna pick up the tier piece, I think. But first, we take a look at some of the gear, because I could get these, because I have my 4 set now. To those that don't in the group, I think I would be passing on them, just so everyone gets their tier pieces. But I can't remember where legs come from. I need my trinkets. I need my raid trinkets. Oh, that's not bad. So the neck comes from Teros, the second boss. So that's not bad. Right, so the legs come from Senath. So we do kill that every week, so that shouldn't be an issue. And the neck comes from the second boss, so if I did want it, I mean, it's a neck piece, so I'd be potentially competing with a lot of characters, like a lot of people. But that's absolutely fine. I think it's a no-brainer, but for the time being, because I can potentially get them, if no one needs them, then I can obviously roll on them. I'm not sure. I think as the weeks progress and everyone gets gear, the loot rules may be tweaked and changed. It's a bit up in the air at the minute. So I'm probably going to take the legs. I do need the legs. It is the gloves that we replace because the stats are a bit yucky. The haste and, I mean, the mastery is fine. But yeah, the gloves are the one piece out of the tier that we as demon hunters don't take. At least Havoc. I think they might be okay for Vengeance. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, as always, as every other week, we are holding off on the demon hunter. Now, I don't know if there was a weekly quest last week because I wasn't very active. What's this guy? What's this guy? Savage Path, Time Walkins. So we've got Time Walkins this week, and it grants a 389 item level from the cache. I'm not sure if like the other one, because it said 402, and as I mentioned, you could get up to 411, and I actually got 408. So I'm not sure if this cache would be bumped up or potentially bumped up. So I'm definitely going to do those on probably all of my characters because it's, I mean, it's easy content really. Let's just hope it's not please don't be Shadowlands. It's too early to send me back to Shadowlands, man. Don't do it. Blah 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 blah. Warlords of Draenor. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think with the Time Walkins now, it's going to be kind of nice to have the ability to go back and explore some of the old dungeons, because we could potentially be doing them again next season. So with the way they rotate, I guess we're going to get the next 4 dragonflight dungeons and another 4, potentially like 1 or 2 from Warlords of Draenor. And for the love of God, no Shadowlands dungeons. We do not want any of those in the rotate. It's too soon, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wrath of the Lich King? Which one, though? So, in terms of what I've been up to and why I haven't been so active, I've been doing some behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm revamping the majority of my stream and stuff, like my overlays and tweaking bits and pieces. Also looking to update my my alerts, my follower stuff, and my soundboard. All the sound alerts from donated bits and whatnot. So that's been eating up a lot of my time. It will go into this week as well. So I probably expect to see the same amount of vaults next week, basically. As well as that, I've been playing some other games to prevent burnout, because we have been hitting Dragonflight pretty hard. We've got 5 characters that we are grinding on the weekly. 6 with the DK when I start the 0 to KSM challenge. In terms of streaming, I will be live a couple of days a week. More often than not, I invite the viewers to come and join me and play with me. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to join me for some of the action, I'll be live a couple of days a week. I'll leave the link down below. But that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.